Right now, all over the internet, online, there's a lot of people waking up to the fact that Jews are evil, okay? And that Israel's an evil nation, and that Jews are running our country. And look, all that stuff is true. But now, unfortunately, you got a lot of people who, because they're not based in biblical truth, are advocating that, we should put our differences aside with Muslims, and we should team up with Muslims against Zionists and against Israel and against the Jews. And you see all these memes of like Christians and Muslims trying to hold hands and like Jews trying to like push them away from each other. I was even on a podcast this last week with a young Gen Z guy, and he was talking about, the Jews want to divide us from the Muslims because we'd be like such a strong force working together. And you know what? The Muslims at least really respect Jesus, and the Muslims believe Jesus, and the Muslims, say that Jesus is going to come back. So we should work together with the Muslims against the Jews. Let me tell you what that is. That's a bunch of political bullcrap. Because it is a lie out of the pit of hell saying that Muslims respect Jesus. That is the most low IQ, retarded take of Islam I've ever heard. How do you come away from a religion that says Jesus is not God and say that's respectful to God? No, it's blasphemous. Islam is inherently blasphemous. And they say, peace be upon him. But guess what? The Bible talks about people that preach, that believe in another Jesus. Jesus is God. Jesus has eternally existed as the Son of God. Islam says no. Islam in the Dome of the Rock over in Israel says, speak no longer foolishly. It is not fit for God to have a son. That's blasphemous. And you know what? I don't want Muslims in America. I don't want Christians teaming up with Islam. I don't want us acting like they're cool, they're our friends, because they agree with us that alcohol is bad. The devil comes at people with lots of different tactics. Let me tell you who the author of Judaism is. Satan. Let me tell you who the author of Islam is. Satan. You want to know who the author of Mormonism is? Satan. Catholicism, Satan. Folks, any false religion we need to repudiate and preach against. 2 Corinthians 6:14, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Let me tell you, Muslims are unbelievers. They're the infidels.